Hello guys, welcome back to Install and Install. So in this tutorial we are gonna see how you can install Windows Server 2012 R2. So I've already installed the machine here, but you can also add lots of virtual machines in your VMware Fusion. So the link for VMware Fusion for Mac and Windows both will be in description box, so you can check it down there. So let's begin the tutorial. At first, after you open your VMware Fusion, just click this plus and select new, and then install from disk image and continue, and then search for your ISO file, which will also be in the description box. So you need to download the ISO file first, so that after downloading your ISO file you can directly install it. So the ISO file is of 4.6 gigs, so it might take quite time to download that, but after it's downloaded it's quite simple to install. So select your ISO file and select your Windows edition here, Windows Server 2012. Yeah, here. Next, is that configured? Yes. Use legacy BIOS, continue. So customize setting and select the location where you want to save. I'll leave it default to desktop, so you can change the location where you want to save. So save it, and here now if you want to change your hard disk size, the default would be given 60 gigs. So if you want to change, you can change it from here. And your processor, you can change it from here, how much processor you want to allocate to your virtual machine. That would all be done in your settings panel. So, and guys, if you are using Windows, make sure that in your BIOS mode your virtualization must be enabled. If it's not enabled, you cannot use your virtual machine. So after you have enabled your virtualization in your BIOS, you can easily do that. I am not showing that in this tutorial because I don't have BIOS in Mac. So let's start how the server gets installed. So press the play button and your virtual machine shall load your files. The file is extracting, and it would be same like installing your Windows 8 or 10, so it's not quite difficult, and it should be, yeah. Now select your language, so I'll leave it default to English and time date format to English. So yeah, now install, and it should start my setup. So as you are seeing here, the desktop here is not completely showing my console of this Windows, so that would be because of our driver for the VMware tool. So we'll install that later, and it will ask you to select your installation operating system to install. So you should select standard evaluation, nothing else, not standard with service core, but this one here, and select next and accept the license and customize next. So your installation would go quite smoothly here, and it should go on. So I'm fast forwarding the video so that it won't take a lot of time for you guys to look. So now it's asking me to restart, and it would restart itself. So yeah, it's going on. Your virtual machine would need to restart. Now it's restarting, and after it restarts, you need to type your username and something like that. So now it's asking me a password, and so you can type whatever password you want, but remember your password and select finish. The password you type does not meet to the password complexity, so you need to type an alphanumeric password so that it will accept your password. So try using one capital letter, other small, and a number in your password. So that, yeah, at the second time it accepted. Now it's asking me to press Control Alt and Delete at once. So after you press that, it would open, and if you are using Mac, that would be Control Option and Delete. So now type your password and set next. So something would go on your background, and okay, yes. And now to fix this monitor, just select Control Command and go to virtual machine and select install VmWare tools. So this prompt will come here and select install. So yeah, the VmWare tool CD would get popped in. So here's the CD drive. Now let's select setup for 64-bit, because this is a 64-bit program. I mean to say operating system. So click next, complete, next, install. So this might also take quite times, and your screen might blink for several times. And finish this. So it would ask you to restart again. So press yes. And as you can see, the screen size has been saved to normal, but the screen is quite smaller for everyone to see. So we would change the layout after it restarts. So again, press Ctrl Alt Del and your password. And the size has been set to normal. And if you want to increase your resolution, so go to screen resolution and display and select the size which you want. So I'm leaving here default to extra large 200%, so that's fine for me. So in next tutorial we're gonna talk about how you can install a domain controller server. So see you guys in next tutorial, and don't forget to like, share, subscribe and comment.